Connectors. Mrs. Gonzalez and I thought that moving forward, we would try to each introduce the week's activities by sending a little video kind of showing you some of the highlights from the week's plans to get you excited about some of the activities we planned for you guys. So your families would have gotten this in the mail, and I'm going to just show you some of the activities and let you know what we got in store for this week. So over here, one day you can choose to go on a little hunt around your house, mostly in your bedroom, and you can look for how many of each type of clothing you have. There's some extra spaces on the bottom so you can come up with something on your own that you would like to count that we didn't list for clothes. Over here we've done roll and record. This looks a little different than the one that we did in our class, but you're going to need 2 dice for this one. You remember you roll both dice, you add the total, and then you find that number and you write the number in the next box. So the number that reaches the top wins the game. I know a lot of you really enjoyed this in class, so you can play it multiple times this week if you like. And this is working on your number printing. This is another activity that we thought would be good since we were working on bees, and it's good to practice your cutting. So all you need for this activity are the 2 sheets and some scissors. You can cut out the rectangle boxes and cut along the dotted line to get from the start to the finish line. This is the one that's a little bit easier. It gets a little trickier down here, so go slow when you're cutting. Over here, we have our rainbow writing, and we have done this before. I just wanted to kind of model it one time so you would remember what to do. So I got 6 crayons to cover the colors in the rainbow. It doesn't matter which one you start with, but you're going to do the letter and write it, and you're going to try to remember the way that we start the letters at the top, and you're going to form the letter. The first 3 are new letters that we have not done yet. We've got O, C, and G. So you're going to make a big curve and keep going around, and you'll go across the whole line in one color, slowly starting at the top. And then once you finish one color, you can pick any color that you did not use and go over the letter again, just right over it. Try to trace over what you already wrote. And after you finish all the colors, it kind of looks like a rainbow. Okay, so you'll do that to do all 6 crayons for each row of letters. And afterward, you can tell your families what the different sounds are for the letters that are listed. All right, another fun activity this week. We did a few months ago when we did roll and cover the ladybug. Now we have roll and cover for a flower picture. So you're gonna roll 2 dice. You're going to add the total, similar to the roll and record paper. And then you're going to cover which number is the total. So 6 plus 2, and remember we're working on counting on, so we would say 6, 7, 8, and then we would cover one of the 8s, okay? If you get an 8 a second time, there's only one more 8, so if you keep getting the same number, you don't have to keep covering it, you only have to cover each flower one time. Another fun activity this week is to create a little book on one topic and make a word book. So I had my son do this, my older son, Grayson. He made a book about ice cream. So I wanted to share it with you. And on each page, he drew one picture and he labeled the word. So he did ice cream, he did chocolate, he did toasted almond, which is a flavor he really likes. And the last one was mint chocolate chip. So after you do the pages, it's on a big sheet of paper, you would cut it out and staple it into a little book. So you can write a book about anything on one topic. And the last activity that I'm going to show you today is a sound sort. So I had my kids just find a few toys and decide what was the beginning sound. This might take you one day, or it might be over the course of the week that you kind of fill this up and leave it somewhere. So we found a toy car, and car began with a K. So we put it in the C box, a toy Lego, and we put it in the L box because it goes Lego. And then they found a wheel, and wheel goes in the box. You might not be able to find toys that go in every box. In some boxes, you might find more than one toy that goes in it. So these are some of the fun activities you can do this week. We hope you have a great week. We miss you guys, and happy learning. Bye.